During the apartheid years in South Africa, the government introduced the Bantu Education Act, giving a different level of education to white children and black children. There is a massive skills gap in South Africa today as a result of the Bantu education. The public school system just isn't cutting the grades.
LEAP is a compelling story because it's a success story.
LEAP is possibilities. It's the future.
I've been to South Africa. I've seen the school. I've spoken to the students.
I'm Samgelo Nungini. I live in Langa. I'm going to school at LEAP Science and Math School. LEAP is a good school, like providing more help to those who are not able to get more science and maths.
The LEAP school has been very successful through a long school day, offering double maths, double science and double English classes.
LEAP is changing the communities, it's changing South Africa as a nation.
We're trying to teach our children to break out of the mindset of being trapped in a very small part of Africa, to embrace all the challenges, the joy, the celebrations of being part of the global village. It's very difficult to do that in isolation, and what our Chicago connection does is just to open up the possibilities to levels that we've not even dreamed about.
Well, we went to visit LEAP in South Africa and found it really to be nothing short of a life-altering experience.
Spending the day with John and touring the school, I was so struck with how awesome, inspiring, motivational and incredible he is, and what he's done for these children, and more than what he's done for them, but what he's allowed for them to do for themselves.
There was one group of kids that didn't have a place to study. So instead of that becoming an excuse for not studying, they built a place where they live so that they could study and keep up with their schoolwork. What separated LEAP, I think, from other things is just the commitment of the kids and also the teachers that taught them. So I was taken away by that.
We came back here and we didn't want to just leave it behind in South Africa as a great experience, but really wanted to carry on with it. And we asked John for contacts of people in the Midwest, specifically in Chicago, and he gave us the names of others, and together we have formed the LEAP Midwest chapter.
One of the goals of the LEAP Midwest chapter is to create awareness within the Chicagoland community. Typically when you say South Africa, people, depending on their level of knowledge, know, okay, Nelson Mandela, there was apartheid, looks like a pretty dangerous place. Those are the things that come to top of mind. But really there's much more to South Africa. There's a spirit there, and there's a spirit of we're not going to stop.
The LEAP US School Partner Program is one of our key initiatives. What we hope to see happen is schools partnering with LEAP from across Chicagoland.
There's a lot of energy in high schools, and you're catching people at a time when they're about to go through a change and they're thinking about things.
One of the schools that partnered with us is Hinsdale Central High School. Earlier this year, they sent 13 students, parents and teachers to LEAP. They spent 7 days on the ground, just connecting with John Gilmore, the head, meeting some of the students and taking a look at some of their projects.
Hinsdale Central High School is partnering with LEAP because what we've seen has made us believers.
I think some of the challenges that we found in sending Cameron to South Africa was the fact that it was so far away, and that you were putting him on a plane with a group of people that you were familiar with and knew, but nonetheless when he arrived on his own, it was in a strange country that you knew very little about.
We had to highlight every hour.
I absolutely thought that sending Cameron was worthwhile and valuable and would do it again in a minute.
The one thing that really struck me was the day when I walked to school after staying in Langa with Sam Kayla. It was because we walked to school about 5 kilometers and it was pitch black when we got up, and it was freezing cold out, pouring rain. And I asked him why we were walking to school, because I knew that there was transportation that the LEAP Math Science School gives. He said that he takes that money and saves it to buy clothes and to save up for his driving lessons.
Chicagoland schools can indeed help with the LEAP school by partnering, by getting there yourselves, going down, having that life-changing experience that we were able to have. Chicagoland schools can raise money to help the school become better at what it's already working hard at.
I would say to parents who are thinking about encouraging their children to partner with LEAP, that it's a great thing.
If you're given the opportunity to leave your own small box and go somewhere else, There's nothing like helping in Africa, and helping in South Africa, there's nothing like it. They really, really need our help.
The LEAP Midwest chapter is seeking to raise substantial funds so that we can assist John in his endeavors to educate all these children and give them opportunities. It costs $3,000 a year to send one child through school.
I think it's very possible for people in Chicago to raise money to change the nation of South Africa, because doing so little can help so much.
The LEAP Midwest chapter have teamed up with South Africa Partners, who are a registered 501c3 not-for-profit organization. So any donations that you give will be fully tax deductible on your federal tax return in the United States.
LEAP's motto is, a bird builds its nest with another bird's feather.
Tell a friend, and let your friend tell a friend, and just keep spreading the word.
Visit this place. It's life-changing.
The focus is LEAP South Africa. And wherever the chapters have to rise up, that's all that matters.
We want to make a difference using your talents, your skills, and your school.
A lot of the atrocities that people have faced have ended because people from the outside, people who weren't directly affected, got involved.
The LEAP School has enabled many youth to have a future that would otherwise have been closed to them. And by donating to this school, you can truly change lives.